What it do, you two, Mike Phrase Unfiltered, man. Hey, before I start this chat, well, not chat, but before I start this live, I was wrong. I'm gonna admit I was wrong. I was all wrong about that Diddy shit. Not what the fuck he did, cause I still believe he did all that shit. Besides, I ain't never thought the Rico and shit. Never did I thought the Rico they was gonna get him on that. I thought for sure they was gonna get him on that the S charge. I thought for sure he was gonna be on that S charge. That surprised me. You know what I'm saying? See, they was reaching for that Rico. I already know they didn't have him on that Rico. But yeah, that shit was crazy today in court though. The shit was crazy today in court. But they still didn't let him out though. He's still in there. But yeah, we can get into it in a minute though. Most definitely get into it in a minute. Definitely, man. So what y'all got going on tonight, man? This a late live, but shit, we can still talk about it. We can still talk about it. We can still talk about it. But yeah, Diddy was found not guilty on the RICO and the two SA charges. I mean, the two XT. How can I say that without using the word? Because YouTube be tripping. But anyway, he was found guilty on two prostitution charges. Which, man, I'm looking at Diddy probably do. He already did. I think in October or something would be a year. He already did almost close to a year, if not a year, not if not a year already. So Diddy probably do like 2 more years and he'll be home, man. He'd be home. So like I said, I was wrong on it because like I said, I still thought he was. I thought for sure they was gonna get him on that sex trafficking. Fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I thought for sure they can get on that sex trafficking. But yeah, that's why you pay the big boys the bucks. The lawyers, man. Brian Steele, the mother boy. That motherfucker's the motherfucker boy. He beat the feds with NBA young boy. Shit, now he ain't beat the fed. Put it like that, he beat the feds on the big charges, but he still got found guilty. So the feds still kind of won. They didn't beat the feds, but they beat him on the big charges. If y'all understand what I'm saying. But like I said, I know I still think they should lock his ass up just because he got dildos for his shoe rack. Hey, I can't get over them dildos being his shoe rack, man. I can't get over that shit. All different sizes, all different colors. I cannot get over that. So I think they should lock his ass up for having all them goddamn dildos in his goddamn house. But they was reaching for that Rico. And y'all gotta understand this shit too, man. Daphne Joy, 50 Cent baby mama, and Cassie, they were like I've been saying this. I was never wrong. Y'all gotta go back and look at all my old lives. I was never wrong when I said this shit right here. They was with it. Them girls was with that shit with Diddy, man. Cassie was a little freak, and the other one was a little freak. At the end of the day, they were just some freaky ass bitches. They was some freaky ass chicks. I've been saying that about them. There was some freaky ass girls that Diddy wouldn't settle down with, like Cassie. He wouldn't settle down with her. And then Cassie would get it like when she filed her lawsuit, Cassie see Diddy out there, all the things she wanted to do with Diddy she couldn't do. But when Young Miami got down, he started messing with Young Miami, taking her out places, taking pictures with her, showing up on her podcast, said it together. Y'all gotta understand, he did not do that shit with Cassie. He didn't do it with Cassie. So like any other woman, they go try to do something to hurt you. That's what they do. They gotta get their get back. So Cassie was looking at it like shit. You done had all these different men in me. You done had got my tongue sore. You done had my tongue show, my goddamn shit down there all sore up and shit. I don't know how many goddamn STIs you done give me. No, not STIs. Is it? No, STDs. I'm tripping. STD. I'm saying STI. Y'all gotta excuse me, man. Long day. I don't know how many STDs. She done got STDs from Diddy. She done got goddamn a train ran on her. She done did all this freaky ass shit with Diddy. But Diddy still ain't lock her down. He still ain't giving no baby, nothing like that. But he still out here giving these other chicks baby. And like I said, my Young Miami was the icing on the cake. But you know what I'm saying? Diddy done got a little older now, man. He can't keep up with Young Miami, man. He can't keep up with her. But yeah, let me pull this shit up, man. Pull this shit up. Pull this shit up. He couldn't keep up with Young Miami, man. At all. At all. Let's get to it. I gotta find a way how to get the other comments to the other chat. Let's see what Judge Match.
By now, you know that Sean Diddy Combs has been convicted of interstate transportation of prostitutes, two counts, and has been denied bail. Although I really am concerned about the assaults against the women, particularly disrespecting black women as such, we must go with what he has been convicted of and respect the jury. And as I had predicted, he should be convicted after hearing and closing arguments of only the two counts of interstate transportation of prostitutes. We'll see in the future. Listen to us this next week on the Mathis verdict as we'll talk about the entire case and the sentence.
Hold on, let me read this shit real quick. You say, do you think Young Miami is going back once Diddy come out? Yo, y'all ain't, I think she put something on Instagram today with the clock. She put a clock or something on there. Hell yeah, man. Young Miami gonna fuck with her. She going where the money at. But Young Miami straight, cause Young Miami ain't never said nothing bad about Diddy. Even when he got locked up, she ain't down talk Diddy. She ain't try to, y'all, you know what I'm saying? She ain't say nothing bad about him. So she play her cards right. That's why she has been quiet. Yeah, that's why Young Miami been quiet, man. Cause now Diddy probably got to do like 2 more years in prison. He ain't gonna lose like, I don't even think the feds, cause he ain't got caught on the Rico charges. The feds can't even goddamn take his money, none of that shit. He gonna have all his money and all that shit when he get out. Y'all gotta understand. Diddy was worth at least about $500 million, dog. Even if he paid he paid Cassie $20 million or whatever, and he paid for Jane Doe lawyers. Jane Doe, she said she did all that shit because she need to pay her rent. Well, you damn sure ain't paying your rent now. You damn sure ain't paying your rent now, Jane Doe. No, I don't know why I keep calling this girl Jane Doe. Daphne Joy, aka 50 Cent baby mama. No damn Jane Doe. I don't know why. I'm just so used to saying Jane Doe, but nah, Daphne Joy. That's her goddamn name. Stop saying that shit.
The sentencing guideline for a first-time offender is 21 months to 27 months for each count. We'll see whether they're consecutive, whether they're concurrent, or if he deviates from that first-time offender assessment or sentence, if you will.
No.
Stay tuned.
See, he might
By now, you know that.
She said like 20, first-time offender, 21 months to 24. No, that's 2 years. So by the time he go to court, but sentencing, he already gonna be. Then he probably got to do 1 year. 1 year in prison, he'll be out. He won. Diddy won, man. Y'all got to get Diddy, man. I was doubting him like a motherfucker. I been doubting the shit out of him, but Diddy won. He won. He won. I ain't apologize because like I said, man, I thought he was gonna. I've been saying, y'all. I've been saying Cassie and Daffy and Joy was with that shit. But I still thought since they been he been flying planes out the side of he been flying prostitutes and all of them paying them. I thought he's gonna at least get caught on that sex trafficking charge. I know for like I said, I know for a fact that Rico charge they been reaching on that shit. But shit, hey, he won. Hey, like I said, I think they still should lock his ass up because them dildos in his house. But shit, yeah, his lawyers did what they supposed to do. That's crazy. He gonna do like probably like one more year, and that motherfucker be home like nothing ain't never happened. Now y'all see them the celebrities start to come out. Now yeah, they ain't been saying shit the whole goddamn trial. If I was Diddy, I wouldn't fuck with none of them bastards. I wouldn't fuck. Hey, now Kanye showed up. Kanye, I fuck with Kanye hard, but all the rest of them motherfuckers, shit, I won't do shit else with them motherfuckers. But Diddy be sitting long enough. Diddy see what's going on. Diddy see what's going on. It had a lot, man. A lot of people were mad today. Boy. I've been reading all type of shit. Man, a lot of people was mad. Black and white. You had black and white motherfuckers mad and they damn feelings about that shit. They wanted to see the man down, boy.
Today's a great victory.
This is lawyer.
It's a great victory for Sean Combs. It's a great victory for the jury system. You saw that the Southern District of New York prosecutors came at him with all that they had. They're not stopping, but one thing stands between all of us and a prison, and that is a jury of 12 citizens. And we had a wonderful jury. They listened to every word, and they got the situation right, or certainly right enough. They acquitted him of the sex trafficking, which he was absolutely innocent of. They acquitted him of the racketeering conspiracy that he was absolutely innocent of, and all of the components to it. The kidnapping, he was innocent of that. The arson, he was innocent of that. The obstructing justice, he was innocent of that. And that is no longer just me saying that. That is the verdict of our jury. So today's a great day. Today is a win. Today is a victory of all victories for Sean Combs and our legal team. And I want to say one thing. There are very few people around whom a legal team could coalesce and become one. And Sean Combs is that person, and we are all blessed to be part of it. And I am now done speaking to you, and I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Garagos. Today's a great victory. It's a great victory for Sean Combs. It's a great victory for the jury system.
Yeah, them his lawyers talking, man. But they said Diddy was still crying when they wasn't gonna let him out, man. I think they should have let him out though. He should have got bail, but Diddy got too much money, so they scared Diddy gonna go fuck with the witnesses and shit. So they ain't let him out. But like I said, if he hold on for another, I think his sentence is in October. I think he go home in October though, for real. But y'all gotta understand this shit right here, chat. A motherfucker that making all that money, got this big ass fucking house and shit like that. They ain't used to shit like that. They ain't used to got that being in no goddamn cell like that. So Diddy ready to get the fuck up out of there. Diddy. But y'all know that bitch Nancy Grace. I can't stand Nancy Grace, boy. Y'all know Nancy Grace and TMZ kind of got into it today. Let me see if I can find that shit. Y'all know Nancy Grace do not like Diddy. She had one. Nancy Grace said Diddy should have been charged on all 5 accounts. Which I say TMZ article that said Casey is afraid of what Diddy would do to her. Oh, Cassie, if they let him out of jail. Diddy got a lot of money, man. I think everybody that testified against him should have goddamn some type of concern. Some type of concern, cause Diddy can make some shit happen with goddamn. You wouldn't know who did it to them motherfuckers, man. He got too much money. He got so much money. But like I said, I don't even think that the feds shouldn't even have fucked with this case at all. Cause if it been anybody else, they would have got charged. They probably got a little misdemeanor and shit like that. But just cause it Diddy. And Cassie came out with that fucking lawsuit. You heard me, Chad? Cassie came up with that lawsuit, and they thought they had something. They went goddamn, I don't know, like, and they ain't had no. They had witnesses. The government had witnesses, but they ain't had the main. They ain't had. They ain't got that his assistant KK that be setting up everything. They ain't got her. They ain't got the security guard. They ain't had nobody. The only thing they had was the people who said Diddy did some shit to him. Daffy and Joy and Cassie. That's not only. It was like this case. This case right here boiled down to he said she say basically. That's what about them. They two main witnesses was the people who said that Diddy did it to him. I mean, and then they had the escorts, but the escorts said really he said shit. The Punisher dude said Cassie liked it. He didn't see what Cassie would look scared or she didn't want to do it. He said Cassie had liked this shit. That's what he said, man. So I mean, y'all gotta. I know everybody like y'all just gotta say Diddy just a freaky ass nigga. He just a freak. That's all y'all can say about him, man. But as far as like, cause I was fooled. Like, only reason I said, only reason I said what I said in my old lives, cause like he was flying planes, he was paying he was actually doing the shit. But I guess the jury seen like shit. Well, shit, they was with it. So they're like, nah, ain't no set chef. He ain't forced them to do it. He ain't forced them to take no drugs. He ain't forced them to goddamn toot their ass in the air for another dude. They were trying to please Diddy, but I've been saying that though. They've been trying to please Diddy, man. Let's get to this shit. Let me see if I can't pull this shit up with TNT and Nancy Gray. That bitch Nancy Gray. I ain't never liked Nancy Grace, bro. I ain't never like her, Chad. I don't know how y'all feel about her. But I ain't never like her old ass. Cause she said she know every goddamn thing. Yeah, I'm about to pull up this shit right now. This ain't it though. Hmm? What the fuck she said? What the fuck did she say, man?
He goes to jail after exuberant celebrations outside the courthouse with Diddy fans dousing each other with baby oil, of course. Now,
Yo, that's diabolical. His fans got baby oil like that shit. That's how you know what times we live in. People don't give a fuck, man. People don't get too fucked what you got going on in your personal life. It no matter how many dildos you take, none of that shit. The people don't give a fuck. They say they've been outside with baby oil celebrating. They getting all greasy. They don't know that shit turned Diddy on. I wonder if Diddy seen yo. I wonder if Diddy seen that shit when the motherfucker got baby oil on them outside. No, he couldn't come outside. They probably after that shit was done, they probably took him right back to the back. But they don't know that shit turned Diddy on. I wonder if they know what the fuck they doing.
a somber tone as Sean Combs heads to jail. I'm Nancy Grace. This is Crime Stories. I want to thank you for being with us. Diddy loving it.
He's loving all the attention. He's loving that everybody is talking about him.
I can smell it a mile away, and Diddy is loving it.
Diddy is loving this. You're absolutely right.
After a split verdict earlier in the day where Sean Combs is acquitted of RICO. 2 other counts come into play. Sean Combs convicted on 2 felony counts. There was a massive argument via paper to keep Sean Combs behind bars.
Yo, Chad, like for real. Y'all used to watch Nancy Grace back in the day? I ain't never seen her with no different hairstyle though. You right. She had the same hairstyle since the damn Lacey Peterson case. Y'all know how long that shit was. That shit been a long time ago. I think that's when I first started seeing this motherfucker when she was covering that, you know, she was on that Lacey Peterson case hard. She had that same damn hairstyle, boy. And she always get up there talk about her kid, man. The twins, man, I don't give a damn about your goddamn kids, man. She always, the twins this, the twins that. I give a damn about your goddamn twins, man. That motherfucker had the same. That motherfucker had the same.
The defense fighting tooth
forever.
and nail to let him out on appeal bond, which means you get out while your conviction is being appealed. Joining me right now, Tisa Tales. You can find her on YouTube at Tisa Tales. Tisa, start at the beginning. Start with
I seen her too.
The verdict, the split. What happened?
When the jury walked in, everybody was on pins and needles. I'm not going to lie. Everybody in the courtroom expected him to be guilty on at least the sex trafficking. There was a somber tone. They walked in, and when they said, please read, and they said, what do you find me on count one? Not guilty. It was a bomb that went off in the courtroom. The public audibly gasped. Nobody was expecting that. There were cheers of joy from Diddy's side. Count 2. What say ye? Not guilty. Again, another bombshell went off. People were in utter disbelief. Even Diddy's most ardent supporters did not expect him to get off on the count of sex trafficking with Cassie. Count 3. When they said guilty for transportation of a prostitute, when they said guilty for the mayonnaise, that is when Diddy's team actually cheered. Yeah, that's all right. Okay, come on. Almost like we were watching a pro football game. When the other ones came in after that, there were jaws on the ground. It was unbelievable. People were looking at the jury, searching into how they could get a verdict in this day and age. They heard Cassie's mother, the 20,000. They heard Capricorn Clark. They heard about the savage beatings. And it was unbelievable that the only thing they said was prostitution. And that is because Daniel Phillips, in his testimony, actually said, at least I'm guessing that it's because, that he got paid to have sex for money. It was a travesty. It was an all-out circus. Everybody, including myself, are running to safety.
I've got a question for you, Tisa Tales, and everyone's going to want to know this. You're in a car right now. You had to leave the courthouse. Why?
I had to leave the courthouse because Diddy's supporters were out of control. The first time I ran and did my live, of course, I had 2 armed security guys. Everyone told me, the people in the courthouse is like, make sure you have security. There's a lot of weird stuff going on. It wasn't just me, but I'll tell you what I experienced. Diddy's supporters surrounding me, threatening me, saying that they were going to hurt me. It was a serious situation. It got so bad, and there was so much chaos and violence that they actually had to lock the courtroom down and force the Diddy supporters across the street. It was something myself, the news media, mainstream media, new media have never seen in their lives. The level, and again,
happened so long
the
ago.
Jurors, I hope to God they know how to sleep at night. Because again, I'm sure they did their duty. But when all that chaos was happening, as I was being threatened and ushered out by armed security people, I thought, this is what the jury did. They sent a signal that it is okay to use violence. It's okay to drug people up. It's okay to live a life of debauchery. It's okay to do whatever you want. Because guess what? If you work hard enough and you have enough money and enough delusional fans and you have ingrained yourself in culture enough, that you can do whatever you want, and 12 of your peers will look the other way. Again, this jury was shocking.
Tisa tells, when you say that Sean Combs supporters threatened you, what were they saying?
They were saying, you effing B, we're going to kill you, you effing B. Apparently I work for the feds. You're a plant. You made this all up because.
We have let
Oh
down.
shit, my bad. I
On
ain't got that fast for. But y'all gotta understand.
We would be.
history of thank Tisa tells.
Hero had been
Y'all gotta understand. This lady right here was on Diddy ass. She was at court every day saying he gonna get found guilty. He did this. So Diddy fans is on her ass. I don't think they gonna fuck with her though. But she gotta respect that though. Anybody out there that been out there every day and just talking about how Diddy did this, Diddy did that, and the fans out there, that's what anybody fan. It ain't gotta be Diddy. That is anybody that's famous that got fans. The fans gonna be on your ass. It comes with it. But I'm glad she has security though, on the safe side. But yeah, this lady what her name is, Tisa, some shit like that. Yeah, she been on Diddy ass the whole damn time about that motherfucker. Talking bad about his ass. No, it's different for us goddamn 1,000 miles away talking shit over the internet. But she was actually there every day. So yeah, they on her ass. They on her ass.
exonerated. Even in the best of times, these people that support him, there's something wrong with it. And I gotta tell you, Nancy, it wasn't just me. It was not just me. It was anybody that didn't have a pro Diddy stance from the beginning.
I
suffered.
wanna find this damn
Joining me in
video
All-Star panel,
with
but I want to
TMZ
thank
getting on
Tisa
Nancy
Tells
Grace's ass, bro.
for what
That's the
she's
video I
doing
wanna
tonight.
find. This ain't the video.
You know, Rob Shooter is joining me. Rob, I really don't know where to start. This is a blow. This is a huge blow to crime victims all over the country. Huge blow. The big news is
Nancy
right
Grace
now,
don't
Sean
like Diddy
Combs is going to jail.
I don't know, man.
He's
I
going
feel
to
like she
jail.
don't like
I
no-
was
like
actually
anybody
worried that somehow
that-
the judge would contravene the law.
I can't
And
see-
the
I
law
can't even
is, under
throw
the
the
Bail
damn race
Reform
shit in
Act,
there.
that for these two charges on which he was
It ain't
convicted,
that.
he
I
has
don't
to go
know,
to
man.
jail.
There's something about that.
There is no appeal bond, period. But I was so concerned that the judge would somehow find a way to let him walk. And all this time, Shooter, we've been hearing, I've got all these letters here. Here's one from Deontay Nash, in fear, talking about Combs's long, well-documented history of violent retaliatory behavior. They're afraid, Rob Shooter. Guys, Shooter knows Combs better than any of us. His longtime publicist no more. But now you can find him at his Substack, robshooter.substack.com, and Naughty But Nice podcast. Shooter, I got to tell you, it's like a kick in the stomach when that split verdict came down.
Yeah, I think everybody was stunned. Before I continue then, Nancy, I just want to send my best to Tisha. What happened to her outside that courthouse is horrific. It's wrong.
Man, shut that shit up, man. What happened to her would happen to anybody who's out there talking all that shit. What happened to her would have happened to anybody talking all that shit. Y'all gotta understand this shit. That Tisha chick was out there every day saying Diddy this, Diddy going to jail, Diddy, oh, she don't like this. I mean, that's how fans are though. Fans gonna get on y'all ass. They gonna get on y'all ass. That's just how they are. Like you got some fans out there take it too far, try to get like goddamn touch your ass. But I mean, shit. Like I said, she gotta respect that shit. Anybody that was against Diddy out there that's actually an actual trial, they gotta respect what comes with it, man. Definitely, if they on YouTube every day, out at trial talking about them. Yeah, she should got to like. After that shit been read, not guilty on this, she just got the fuck out of there. Let's go. It's time to go. Because she was never invited to the parties. Because she was never, I don't know what you mean by because she was never invited to. Oh, Nancy Grace was never invited to. Nancy Grace wasn't going to no goddamn party, man. She better stay ass where the fuck she was at. She would have stayed ass where the fuck she was at. But yeah, like I said, they denied his bail, man. So they had Diddy in there crying again. He be crying yesterday, but he be crying again today, man. But shit, like I said, he done did it. He done did all that time. Diddy gonna be straight, man. Diddy gonna be straight, chat. But like I said, only reason I said lock his ass up because of that goddamn them dildos. Like I ain't gonna never let that shit go. Lock his ass the fuck up because them dildos. But all that other shit, like I said, Cassie knows with all that shit, man. It is what it is, man.
Today was a monumental loss for prosecutors in the Diddy case.
This might be it.
I wish there were a bigger word than the word losers, because that's what they are. This case would never have been brought if the only issues were whether he transported a sex worker across state lines to have sex. There is no way they would have done it. I mean, you look at this case, and they had 70 Homeland Security agents at Diddy's.
Yo, I don't want to play TMZ shit because them motherfuckers be flagging your shit. They be flagging, TMZ be flagging your shit, man. So I ain't even gonna play TMZ shit. I ain't even gonna take that chance, chat. I ain't gonna take that chance for them goddamn cut my damn live. Cause they TMZ known for doing shit like that. Them motherfuckers flag your shit if you play this shit. TMZ and Vlad do the same shit with his bitch ass. So I definitely ain't gonna fuck with it. I ain't gonna fuck with that. Yeah, so he guilty on transportation to engage in prostitution and transportation to engage in so he just got 2 counts. He got 2 counts off of Cassie and Daffy and Joy. Like I said, he gonna do it. They probably let him out in October and put him on probation for the rest of the time. Yeah, Diddy's great, man. He won. He won, chat. I was wrong. I can admit I was fucking wrong. I thought his ass was going to jail. I thought his ass was going straight to jail. Don't pass, go straight to fucking jail. But hey, he beat this shit, chat. He beat it, man. He beat it hands down for his lawyers. His lawyers did a damn good job. And then y'all gotta understand this shit. His lawyers didn't call no witnesses. You know what I'm saying? The government had like about 6-7 witnesses. But Diddy defense, they didn't call no witnesses, and they still beat the main charges. So people thinking like both of them prostitution charges you can get 10 years. But I don't think Diddy got no record like that. Now if he was like a habitual offender, yeah, but Diddy don't got no record like that. I don't even think he got no record at all. So Diddy gonna be out in October, man. They probably get on probation. He gonna be out in October, on his sentencing date. Sentencing, man, fuck, I can't. Sentencing date. Yeah, he'd be out on his sentencing date, man, and he'd be home. He'd be home. He'd be home. Now, since Diddy beat this shit, y'all know Lil Durk shit in October too. So I want to goddamn, if Diddy beat it, I want to say he beat the Fed because they still find him guilty on something. But he kind of beat the Fed. Yeah, he kind of beat the Fed. I wonder if Lil Durk got a chance. I wonder if Durk got a chance beating them motherfuckers coming up, man. We shall see. I know a lot of motherfuckers probably gonna be his trial too. So we gonna see. Do he have the same? Do we have the same what? His lawyer rates just same lawyer? Nah, Lil Durk don't got the same lawyers as Diddy. Do he, chat? Nah, I don't think Lil Durk got the same lawyers as Diddy though. Nah. I don't think they had time to do all that shit because they still, not unless he got down since the trial over, they can got down hire him now, some shit like that. But I don't think he had the same lawyers. I don't think so. Anyway, shit, I don't know. Y'all, hey, y'all don't hold me to that shit though. Y'all don't hold me to that shit. They pull up this shit here though. Look at this motherfucker here with her freaky ass. And y'all got it. And another thing that helped Diddy, man. Do y'all remember? Do y'all remember in trial though, right? Y'all remember at the end when they was asking Cassie, I think the defense, do you hate Diddy? And Cassie said, no, I don't hate him. And they asked him, do you still love him? And she didn't say nothing. But her husband was there too. So I'm guessing she looked at her husband like, I need to shut the fuck up. She didn't say nothing. Anybody like that still, y'all gotta understand, Cassie, when she was pregnant and shit, married, Cassie was still talking. Diddy was still hitting her up like, I guess on you know how niggas do. Like Diddy wanted another freak off. So Diddy was buttering up like, I miss you, this and that. You know, you was my girl, you was my number one girl, this and that. You know, this butter up, hitting her with some shit. And you know what Cassie say? This what I been wanted to hear and all this shit. Anybody that say that, man, like anybody that give you the time of day just to continue to talk on the phone with you after you supposedly so-called goddamn drug her and had other motherfuckers doing their thing to her. Like anybody that didn't enjoy this shit, you know what I'm saying? Anybody else, if they see Diddy calling them, that know they got Diddy did some fucked up shit to them, they wouldn't even answer the phone. Y'all hear me, chat? They wouldn't even answer the phone and none of that shit. She was talking back and forth with the nigga even when she was pregnant and married and with Buddy. But y'all know her husband ain't going nowhere because Cassie just got 30. She just got 20 million from Diddy and 10 million for that hotel that Diddy beat her ass and they get Diddy the tapes and shit. So they paid. So the hotel, the Intercontinental, some shit, they paid Cassie 10 million and Diddy paid Cassie 20 million. So she got 30 million. So the husband ain't going nowhere because shit. The fuck, the husband ain't leaving no $30 million. But deep down inside, man, deep down inside, that husband know goddamn Cassie still love Diddy, man. Like, he know that shit. And I bet you his family probably can't stand that ass. I guarantee you, Cassie's husband family can't stand her fucking freaky ass. They can't stand that because they probably seen the shit everybody else seen, that she liked the shit and she wanted that shit. You know what I'm saying? She wanted that shit. She wanted the money. She wanted the fame. She didn't want. Like I said, Cassie did all that shit because she just wanted all the shit that come with fucking with Diddy. Like I said, the husband ain't going no goddamn way. He ain't going no way. There's too much money on the line. Plus he got 2 kids, but I don't think because of the kids. I really think it's because of the money. Yeah, he don't give a damn about. Look, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say he don't give a damn about his kid, but come on, man. I know her husband family probably telling her like, yo, why is you still like you making us look bad. I know for a fact you making us look bad. Why are you still with Cassie? Shit, cause she got 30 million. Shit, I ain't going nowhere either. I'm the husband too. Shit. Only way I go somewhere if you pay me half. Goddamn, you give me half, I'm gone. You give me half, and I don't get on child support. And I got and we split the kids like half. You know what I'm saying? Like custody wise, I'm gone. I'm out this bitch. Give me my 15 minutes, I can go. Give me my 15 minutes, I can go. And when we switch kids and shit, I want somebody in between. I want what you call them people that what you call them people you get like when you and your wife going through problems, so they got what they got, like a mediator or something. Somebody, you gotta have somebody there when we switch kids and shit like that. I need all that shit. I wonder how his mom. Man, you already know. Like I said, I just seen your chat. Man, his mom don't like. Man, look, she probably put him in the front, in front of Cassie. Man, his mama don't love no Cassie, man. Man, come on, his mama don't love. Dog, Cassie already said that she was goddamn. But Diddy was fucking her. Her husband called. She answered the phone. Like, ain't come on now. Don't get me wrong. Some females out there are dirty as shit. But you got to be a bad motherfucker that your husband calling, and they said Diddy tell you answer the phone, answer the phone. Man, oh my god, this motherfucker has so much control over this girl and still do to this day. Still do, even though she said, what the fuck? I can't remember what Cassie said in trial. To this day, man, I think Diddy still got a shot with Cassie. After all, he done tested. After all that shit, but he ain't gonna fuck with it because shit, he done had to pay this motherfucker $20 million. But after all that shit, right now, when Diddy get out and he hit Cassie up, I guarantee she answered the goddamn phone. I guarantee she answered the phone. That's why I never felt sorry. Not one bit did I feel sorry for goddamn Daffy and Joy and Cassie. Cassie wanted to be with Diddy, and Daffy and Joy wanted her rent paid. She wanted her goddamn dead kid. Cassie really wanted to be with Diddy. Now Cassie loved the shit out of Diddy. Daffy and Joy, I don't think she loved Diddy, but she had to get her rent paid. Y'all might think I'm fucked up, but she said this shit. She needed to pay her bills. That fiend Joy needed to pay her fucking bills, man. I'm telling you. That's why Daffy and Joy had free car, because she had to pay her bills. That's what. Man, look at her trying to live beyond her means. Now, like I said, y'all know that's 50 Cent baby mama, so she be used to this shit. So her and 50 broke off. You know, she supposed to be a model. I ain't never seen her no model ass shit. So that's what's under her shit. She supposed to be a model. So like I said, Diddy screwed up. Yeah, another thing. This is the only thing I got against 50 Cent, dog. Because the whole time, I'm thinking 50 Cent and Diddy beefing off some shit that happened back in the day type shit, some shit like that. Nah. Y'all gotta say when two men got a real major ass beef against each other, it's always cause of a goddamn bitch. I'm sorry, I ain't mean it. It's always cause of a girl. When two men want to kill each other, 9 times out of 10 is over. It's always a female involved. Y'all know I ain't lying about that shit. It's always a female involved with two men. Really, really, really. I'm talking about really don't like each other. Like it ain't no talking. Yeah, it ain't none of that shit. Don't try to get us together in the same room to talk. It's always a female, and this is what it was with 50 Cent, man. And then 50 Cent talk about if Diddy goddamn go to prison, he gonna get Donald Trump to goddamn. He gonna talk to Donald Trump because he don't want Donald Trump to pardon him. Fuck his body. Yeah. Yo, y'all, hey, chat, 50 hell, man. She did all that to pay the rent. Yeah, I'm dead ass serious, man. Diddy had Jane Doe, Jane Doe 2, Daffy and Joy. This is her name. Diddy had on payroll. Daffy and Joy. Her being the witness didn't help the case at all. I think that's one of the main reasons why Diddy won this shit. Cause of Daffy and Joy. You know what I'm saying? Man, Diddy had him on a contract. Diddy used to pay her every week for the free call. That's why Diddy was looking at her like shit. She be getting in her feelings, getting mad because Diddy with Young Miami and this person, that person with the Gina chick. She be getting mad about the shit, but hell, Diddy looking at, yo, I got you on contract. Yo, I got you on contract. You getting money like Diddy's a nasty freak ass nigga. Don't get me wrong. Diddy like playing with the men's goddamn discharge and all that freaky ass shit he did. Which he need to go to prison for that. But I know he didn't go to prison, but that's what he need to go to prison for. But the people he had free calls with, he was not wifing down. He wasn't getting pregnant. He wasn't taking that. Like, he did have Cassie on the red carpet. You know what? I think Diddy really had care for Cassie. But people he was doing free calls with, chat, he was not fucking with like that. Yeah, he wasn't going to that next level with them. Y'all understand what I'm saying? And that Gina chick, his baby mama. Y'all remember Gina interview she made against Diddy? She was talking to hold on, let me see if I can't pull that shit up. Gina, I think that's his last I think Gina was his last baby mama, if I ain't mistaken. The youngest one. They said they couldn't find Gina for trial, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think she had supposed to testify. She had supposed to testify against Diddy. But shit, she didn't. She was showing up for trial. No, I don't think she showed up for trial. But let me see. That's how I'm about to play it right here. This one right here.
I have a quick question for you. Do you think Diddy's gonna win this trial? Before you go, I just what I want to know. If Diddy does win this trial, do you think your life will be threatened in any kind of way? No. You don't think so? You think everything will be safe? Because the girl Aubrey O'Day, she said that if Diddy wins, she's gonna leave the country.
I mean, he never did anything dangerous to me. I'm not scared.
You're not scared? Okay, well, I appreciate that. Thank you. That's all I wanted to know. Okay.
Hey, y'all heard the chat? She said shit, Diddy ain't never did shit dangerous to her, but she did an interview. Let me see if I can't put it up. I think she did an interview last year sometime about Diddy doing something. Matter of fact, it was right here. It was with goddamn Tasha K, I think. I think this is right here. Hold on, let me see. Yeah. Man, yeah, this Tasha K shit, man. Tasha K shit. Tasha K had interviewed Diddy her. Let's see what they got there going on with this shit. Play Tasha K shit though, man.
V here uploaded a video of her and Diddy the mogul.
Yes.
Okay, so welcome to the A.
Thank you for having me.
We got you all the way in from Las Vegas.
Yes.
So I'm trying to skip through this shit.
Well, I'm so honored that you're sitting down with me. Now, before we get into everything, I want to say that Virginia has never, ever done an interview, okay? So I want you to be patient with her, all right? She has a valid reason as to why she's, telling her story, because when we spoke the other night after the video went up and it went viral, everyone was shocked, like, whoa, Diddy has a new girlfriend, has a new boo. You guys were like tongue kissing and there was some photos, and I know you got hella followers from that, because when Shade Room got it, it was over. Mm-hmm. Once they get it, it's over.
Yeah.
So, all right. So I want to start from the beginning, okay? Because we discussed a lot over the phone.
Y'all remember
some
the interview
very,
chat? She
very
talking bad
intimate
about Diddy?
details and things that just kind of made me go, wow. Okay. About the specifics of you and Diddy's relationship. So I want to start from the beginning, okay?
Okay.
How long have you known Diddy?
I've known him for 5 years.
5 years. And
Yes.
do you mind like telling me what year did you meet him?
I met him February 2014. Well, technically, the very first time I met him was September 2013 because I was at a fight in Vegas and I went to the Palms and he was hosting there. So I kind of met him there, but he says he remembered it vaguely. And then like 5 months later, I ran into him again in Miami, February 2014.
Damn, they got
So that's when we like officially met, I guess.
And what was that encounter like? When you met him and like you remember him, but he didn't remember you. Of course, everybody remembers Diddy. It's like,
Yeah.
it's Diddy.
Well, I think he saw me and then he was like, this was at the Palms.
And you weren't with a man.
I don't think when we met in Miami, I don't think he remember me from Vegas.
I was in an abusive relationship
with
with
a
Diddy.
couple of guys and
testify.
They were like, let's go to
Y'all gotta understand,
Puffy's house. So I was just like, we were just like, okay, whatever. It was like 9 in the morning.
Wow.
We were
Puffy's
Y'all
house
don't
at 9 in the
remember.
morning?
I mean, no one was there, but he was
right here
up
in
too
Young
though.
Miami.
Okay.
And so
It's
we
going back
went
and
to his
forth.
house at like 9 in the morning.
Man,
And
let me call this shit here. This chick in Young Miami was going back and forth, I think on Instagram. Let me see if I can pull up them texts. So she did this interview because she was she did this interview because she was mad at Diddy about some shit, man. I'm gonna see if I can try to pull these that's why I say, man, every time some female when you make them mad, they try to hurt you. Yo, they try to hurt you, chat. Every like, let me see if I can pull this shit out. I tell you, when Diddy stopped fucking with Young Miami, he made a lot of his bitches mad, bro. Cause they was going back. I'm trying to see if I can pull up the text message with her Young Miami going back and forth. I don't know what the fuck Young Miami had something on Diddy, man. Cause Diddy got her own show and all type of shit. So whatever the fuck she did to Diddy, yeah, she had Diddy. Let me see. That shit might be on Instagram, man. Well, I'm pretty sure that bitch on Instagram. Everything on goddamn Instagram. All right, chat, y'all work with me. I'm trying to pull up these goddamn this shit for y'all so y'all can see. But yeah, they got into it, man. That's that's the reason why. These one of the shits right here though. That's the reason why she did that interview with Tasha K, because she was mad. She was mad at Diddy. She was mad at Diddy for fucking with Young Miami. Young Miami said, Gina, you been down and bad ever since I came into the picture, ho. Hey, why the fuck y'all? Hey, y'all women something serious. She said, Gina, you been down and you been down and bad ever since I came into the picture, ho. You been crying for a baby for 10 years. hoes you been around as a bitch that eat pussy and dick when he feel like you a eater. You the same bitch that was crying on Tasha K because you wanted a baby pour sushi. Sushi. That's fucked up. You want a baby bitch. I have a career hoe. You a certified freak. You haven't heard from Diddy since the awards reminiscing on abortions. Let that hurt go, Chung Lee. If I wanted you to eat my Diddy would have had you on your knees, ho. You would eat it. So in this Young Miami, I think Young Miami knew about the freak offs too, man. Cause why would she say if I wanted you to eat my, Diddy would have had you on your knees? Young Miami know what the fuck was going on too. Cause Young Miami kind of confirming this shit right here when she said that right there. So I think Gina, my bad for earlier when I say Diddy had a child by her. I don't think Diddy had no baby by Gina. So but I think his youngest daughter is by somebody that look like her. I know he got a mixed. He got a biracial little girl. His youngest girl is biracial. The one he just had the baby. But I don't think it was her though. Don't quote me on it. So that shit I said earlier, if I know I was what I was talking about, I thought I did, but obviously I didn't. But yeah, this shit right here. But yeah, she was on Tasha K with that bullshit, man.
When I first walked in, I'm very like a chill person.
I can tell.
You know, chill person. You
so
Diddy. Stop that.
Came.
Let's go ahead that shit, man.
So a long time.
I don't think no chill person.
These dates are crossing over. We'll get into that in a second. Okay. We're gonna get messy in a second. All right. So you're at the house. You meet Diddy. So obviously he made you feel comfortable. Of course, we've seen it. Diddy seems to be this like very just kind of inspirational, always just kind of over the top DJ Khaled kind of personality. And so I take it you guys. I mean, did you guys like hit it off during that initial encounter at his house, or did it take some time?
No, not really. We were there probably for like an hour, I say, and he was talking to the guys that we were with.
Okay.
They were artists, so like they knew each other.
Okay.
So he was like talking to them most of the time, and then by the time we left, I had already gotten the car, and then he like walked over to the car and asked for my number.
Oh.
And so I gave it to him.
How'd that make you feel? Diddy asking for your number?
It made me feel, I don't know, it made me feel good, kind of, I guess.
Really? You didn't see him as like this old pervert asking for it?
No, not at all.
I know, because I see a 50-year-old dude, I'm like, at your age?
I mean, I knew
like,
he was older than me, but I've always.
Okay. Now, when we spoke the other night, you said that things had gotten so serious that you became pregnant. Not once, but twice, correct?
Yes.
Okay. When was the first time you became pregnant with Diddy's child?
The first time was.
I think she said Diddy made her get an abortion and shit like that.
He was like, "You're gonna get an abortion, right?" And then I was like, "I don't know."
She a damn fool.
I don't know yet. And then he offered me $50,000 to get rid of it, but I turned it down because I just loved him, and I just and I wanted to. I was like. Trying to prove
that's
that
crazy, man. Like,
I wasn't the girl.
I think Cassie got pregnant too. They didn't get pregnant and they didn't make him get an abortion.
Was wanted him for money.
That's
I just care about him. And
that's how y'all know.
I just wanted him to be nice to me. That's it. I was like, I don't want your money. I just want you to be nice to me.
Whether you decide to keep the baby or not. So would it be fair to say that he was an asshole about it?
They ain't get no abortion.
I mean, offering somebody $50,000 to abort a baby. Whew, he must really.
Diddy knew who to fuck with, because he was fucking with a hood bitch and got her pregnant. You might as well go ahead and go ahead and goddamn get that money out because they not having no fucking abortion. They gonna make sure they had that baby. They gonna make sure they had that baby. So did he know the right ones to fuck with, man? He would y'all could tell he wasn't fucking with no bitch out the hood. And talk about they went and got an abortion and shit from P. Diddy, Sean Combs, Puff Daddy, Mr. Love. Nah, he knew what type of girls would goddamn pull that shit on.
Really want it gone bad.
Some dummies.
I mean,
straight
in the beginning, like the first 3.5 years, he was. I mean, like the first 4 months, he was really nice, but then after that, he started being an asshole. So like I say, like the first 3.5 years, he was like mean to me.
So when you say mean, describe it.
He was abusive. He was like always belittling me and always like he was like mentally, emotionally.
It's enough of that. It's enough of the Diddy shit. Hey man, congratulations for Diddy, man. He goddamn beat the major charges. He probably got to still. He'll be out October. He beat the shit. Like I said, I think they should still lock us up for the dildos, but you can't get locked up over dildos. So, hey, all that money he paid his lawyers is real worth it. All right, man. Before I go, I want to show y'all some shit I saw that. I want to talk. It ain't gonna be long. It's some little short shit. Some little short shit I want to talk about. Talk about right quick, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get off this shit, man. But put this shit up. As soon as I put on my Facebook, this goddamn gay ass bishop pop up on this shit from the other day. Like, man, I don't even know why they even showing this shit, man. I don't want to see this shit. Get out there. Oh, what the fuck is that right there? I don't want to show that shit there. That shit there. How you make this screen right here bigger? Disney Dream passengers. Alright, this is shit I seen earlier today. That shit happened on the cruise, man. Y'all check this shit right here. This shit is wild.
Disney Dream passengers reacting after witnessing a father jump into the ocean to save his little girl.
I think any father that loves their family would do that, yes, and that was a very heroic, thing that he did.
I saw the mother crying, but when they rescued them, I think that's when the tears really started flowing because you were just so overjoyed knowing. And I prayed to God to save them, and he did. So, yes, it was a happy ending.
This all happened Sunday afternoon as a cruise ship was on its way back to Fort Lauderdale from the Bahamas.
We were on the ship and we heard the words MOB, and we followed everybody to the side of the ship to watch.
Cell phone video from one of the passengers shows the father and daughter holding on to each other, treading water in the middle of the ocean until rescue crews arrived.
It was very fast, incredibly safe, and the crew deserves all the accolades.
According to the cruise line, the girl fell overboard from deck 4.
Alright, Chad. Reason why I want to show that shit is how the fuck that damn little girl got on them high ass rails. You know what? You know what it was? The father probably was holding her over the goddamn, sitting her on the shit, and she done fall over. Like, if I was a wife, I would leave that motherfucker. I would leave his ass. They say this little girl fall from goddamn 4 floors in the water. The daddy did jump in there out the boat though. I give it to him. But some shit you just don't do, man. All that bottle, you can't drink all that goddamn water. You can't drink all that water. Ain't no way in hell like I said, I think he had a little girl sitting on the rail and sitting on his goddamn, I don't know, on his shoulder. I don't know how the fuck a little girl like that can fall overboard like that. But the father probably had her sitting on some shit and she fell overboard. Like I said, if I was a wife, I just want to play out shit. I just seen this shit. I just wanted to play all that shit because that shit is fucking crazy. But yeah, now if the wife leave his ass over this shit, oh, they gonna have some problems now. This shit here can cause some major problems. Every time they get in the fight, she gonna bring this shit up. Yeah, you almost left just like you always you almost let my daughter die. You know she ain't gonna let that shit go now. She's not gonna let that shit go. So they probably gonna end up splitting up over this shit. I'm telling y'all now. Women, he said baby on the rail. That's what I'm saying. I know it was something like that. Cause I heard them rails are kind of tall, and then I mean not tall enough for a grown person, but a little girl. So yeah, he set the baby on the baby on the rail. And I hope he wasn't drunk because he had going to jail. But he set that baby on the rail. He fall off. She fall off. That's crazy, man. I'm glad nobody died. I'm glad they rescued both of them. But that shit could have go real bad, man. That shit could have go real fucking bad. Real bad, chat. But yeah, y'all probably be hearing about them probably the next couple months how they ain't together no more. Yeah, y'all probably hear that, man. I'm trying to tell you, man, the wife is not gonna let that shit go over that shit, man. That shit is crazy. Shit, you let your little girl fall 4 stories in the water in the sea? You let her fall? It ain't no coming back for that. I'm trying to tell you, every time y'all fucking argue, every time y'all argue, every time y'all got that argue, she on your ass. Let me see if I can post it. How long are you gonna take a break for? What the hell this motherfucker talking about? I ain't even gonna respond. But yeah, bad to talk about something. Yeah, if that's the case, yeah, he done. But hopefully that wasn't. Hopefully, goddamn, the little girl fall over. Hopefully, she fall overboard herself. So I ain't gonna say, cause like I said, I don't know what's going on. I'm just giving y'all my opinion what happened. So maybe the little girl climbed over, she fell through some shit. So yeah, I just want to show y'all that shit. I think the shit was crazy. This shit, I just seen this shit. Definitely just seen this shit. But hey, man, I hope y'all enjoyed the live, man. I'm about to get the hell up off this shit, man. I've been on here for a little minute. I've been over here this shit for a little minute. Hey, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Definitely like the video so it can get out there more. Most definitely, man. But Mike Brady.